Hey guys, Dale here, back with some more RimWorld, our Obsidian Coven, and as you can see, Reyna is showing her stellar crown. I turned show hair with hats back on, and I'm hoping that I have the settings right, so we'll see how things go. The UI is very confusing, and the comments are turned off on the mod, so I have no idea if there are suggestions that can help me with it a bit better. Just like completely took this guy's head off. Okay, and melee attack this guy. They're fleeing. For some reason, you decided not to flee. This guy is alive. What are you? He's a forest gnome, so he's youthful, he's small, he's a little green. Okay. Are you anything special? You're an earth genasi. Robust metabolism +2. Strong melee damage, slow runner. You might be a good candidate for us here. Health-wise, 5 hours, 19 hours. We're going to pick both of these guys up. Sorry for moving the screen around really quickly. Oh, okay, so you're showing a hat that you weren't showing before. I didn't even realize these NPCs might have been hiding hats. Because I did have show hair with hats. I just took the time to, like, do all the settings and stuff today. Let's go ahead and unforbid all this stuff. Why don't you tend him without medicine and then capture him? Coven, you can just go ahead and capture this guy. We'll use him as a blood bag. But you might be like a good Strigoi or something. Oh, he got up. Oh no. He's missing an arm and a leg. He got up. Yeah, okay. Okay, never mind. Why don't you just capture this guy since he's here already, and we'll get... What are you doing? Void's embrace has begun. Can you leave the ceremony? No, you can't. You can leave. So you're hosting it. That's why she can't leave, but I do need someone to pick that prisoner up. Who is a good doctor? Gareth. Gareth, I don't know why you have decided to equip bones, but we'll have you leave the ceremony, capture this guy, and Reyna can go host our very first ideological ceremony. Let's get everyone over here real quick. We'll do like speed 4. Party's over. It's beginning. Reyna is going to make it for the party. Don't know who did the speech, since she wasn't there. Oh, maybe it was like Coven or something. Oh, I still need to fix their things. Let's see how well this works out. See if we get a joiner. Oh, I don't think I heard the music yesterday. I was so focused on like the graphics and stuff. Okay, terrible. That's not great. Gareth, you're hauling our new blood bag in. I think we need some heal root so that we can like take the legs off these guys, but there is just so much to do, and most of what we're trying to do is not starve. Well, we're having a blood moon. We haven't broken his resistance. We've converted Bast, so we're starting to recruit him. We only have 2 sanguiphages right now. A blood moon will drive any sanguiphages that are hemogen starved into a rage. And thankfully, our sanguiphages are pretty good on blood right now. They both have genes, I think, that cause them to hemogen drain. Extreme hemogen drain, overwritten by the fact that you are a regular sanguiphage, so it's not as bad on you. But Reyna, you have hemogen drain as well, right? Extreme hemogen drain. Oh, it might be overwritten by something else. Extreme hemogen drain down here. She also has ancient blood though, which overrides that, so she doesn't actually lose any hemogen unless we're using her abilities. Collection of treasures, a masterwork bronze spear. We also have camp loot. anything interesting. Mechanoid signal for the grav engine, which we won't be doing. I don't think. Some exalted medicine. Oh, this is for a building. I don't think so. Rats. Nope. Nope. Just back to doing tons and tons of repairing. I kind of forgot about this like lava lake that's building down here. Do we have anything that's indicating that it's still building? I don't think so. It did get pretty big. It looks like it did go into the soil area. So I'm wondering if that's going to create problems. Like, is it going to leave cooled lava behind? So whenever this event happens, we lose like more and more of our soil. I guess we'll have to take a look. What I should do is maybe outline it a bit, so just so we can like see, okay, this is where the edges were. And there was soil in here. And I'm not quite sure, but I think like the edge is like right there. So we'll take a look and see if anything turned into cooled lava here once it goes away. I have never been happier to hear the deconstructing sound be spammed so much. They are finally done repairing all the things that needed repairing. Brigitte is pregnant, so we'll have a baby coming soon. And we did get Bass recruited, so he's helping out with the cooking. We just got in a huge harvest of rice and snow peas, so things are hopefully getting better soon. And we've gotten a second pair of lovers, so Alarak and Allison have gotten together. I guess we'll do like a double sleeping spot for them. Actually, can we make any furniture? If we take a look here, we could do that. Do we have... I don't know if we have enough leather. We've been processing leather, but let's see. It would be just plain leather, right? No. Rustic furniture. We could do a wicker bed. Okay, we'll do that. We'll stick you guys in there. And then... I just realized we could make those wicker beds, so we'll turn this back into the hospital. And let's put a couple more beds in here. Okay, let's have Raina come down and construct that right away, and then we'll let her get back to researching. We are almost done with basic furniture. Well, we have an armor smith from House Ambos. They've come in and they've decided to leave immediately, and I think that's because another lava flow has just started. So this one's coming from the top. Previously it took out like a third of the map, so I think we'll probably be safe. That being said, we want to build our base up this way, so I think this might be what we wall off first in order to prevent lava flows from happening up there. This guy has receded, and I think it did. I think it converted some of the soil to this cooled lava. So I assume that these lava pool things can happen around any of these natural lava spots on the map. And we don't have an amazing amount of them, so I'm not too worried about our soil. If we need more soil, we can always just like do a caravan, settle a tile, and dig up somewhere else on the planet. I didn't realize it was going to take forever to generate the planet, but you guys get what I'm saying. Okay, this lindworm I know is going to try and attack our colonists. It's just going to happen, so we're going to have Rena try and take it out. We will see how well she can do. We do have this true form, transfers into a demon basically for like 3 or 4 hours, so let's try that out. Let's zoom in. And then let's have her melee attack this guy. We'll set it to hunt. Okay. Got a hit, just a bruise. Raina is doing fine as well. Okay, I think she's going to take this lindworm out, like, no problem. Okay, that's pretty wild. I might have to have her as a demon try and take out, like, a Thrumbo the next time one pops up on the map. On 12 hours. And Reyna is going to be absolutely fine. Oh, she got a scratch there. What can you do? Do you have the Heartstopper ability? Detonation vents the heat gases produced by this person's internal processes, which will affect the surrounding tiles, but not the caster. A vampire that can blast heat waves. Okay, I like it. Finish this lindworm off. Okay, beautiful. Okay, let's just take a look at you. You look crazy. She gets a little bit bigger. She gets wings. She goes red. Why don't you go ahead and haul this guy? And thank you, Reyna, for being the protector of these poor, underprivileged peasants. We are just about to wrap up rustic furniture, and the icons are so tiny because there's so many things that get unlocked with this. That's pretty wild. Complex furniture. Here we go. Here we go. And this should... Oh my gosh. This, proper beds, storage. That's the biggest thing. Like, just not having storage drives me crazy. And we do need, like, temperature control. This is from the Vanilla Factions Expanded Classical mod. This will allow us to have a cooler. So let's queue that up and we'll stick it right there. I have moved our kitchen over here. We're doing some butchering outdoors. That frees this room up to be something else at some point. Bed-wise, we have a couple unowned beds down here, so I think we're all right. Well, maybe we make this the prison. So we'll get some wicker beds in here. And then we'll get our prisoners out of this area. Okay, well, this is definitely a different Sean than we first saw, because this one's a female. I do have a mod that kind of like wipes the world pawns pretty regularly, so maybe it reassigned the name, but we also have another Patreon name up here, Nicopole, and Nox, I believe, is one also. Orcus Nox Reaper, yes. So some travelers from the named ones, once again, coming through our colony. It's pretty cool. And what? You guys are Patreon xenotypes, and you are just a baseliner, I assume? Yep. Well, I was not watching that lava flow very closely, but it did make it pretty far into the base, and it has put some of our crops on fire. I only noticed because Coven started fleeing some fire. The other thing that I've realized is that as our herald, Alarak is incapable of violence. So I think we need to make him a little bit more useful. We talked about making him sanguiphage, and so I think what we'll do is we'll make him a Bruja, which should increase his social, and that way it'll feel more like he is an advisor, right? So what do we want to do? We want to sting him, and then we want to implant... No, that is not what we want to do. We want to sting him, and then we want to implant Bruja. Okay, let's take a look at that. She is right there. So that should be just fine. We've stung him. And so he's become kind of like our not really great vampire. Like, better than a baseliner, I would say. Sterile now. Robust, strong melee, but not really deathless, right? And then you have become a Bruja. Strong social, great intellectual. Okay, so let's put you on, like, wardening work. You're already on it, so that's perfect. I guess we can have you help with research as well now, then. Okay, and then you'll be up and at it in like 4 days. Okay, and speaking of pawns being up and at it, Reyna is in need of death rest, so we're going to do that right now. And we are going to toggle auto awake. Let's take a look at Corvin. Corvin's close. I don't want Reyna and Corvin down at the same time, so we will have him death rest next. Someone, one of the raiders, I guess, dropped a sanguine sword, so I went ahead and had Reyna pick that up. Let's take a look at the sword lance and the great axe. We'll see which one is more damage. 872 and 91. Corvin, let's have you drop your spear and 6.29. So you are going to be rocking this great axe now, and that is not forbidden. So this should hopefully fade soon. Zone, I don't want all of our rice to burn down, so I guess we will do some of that to protect it. Okay, we had a raid spawn right on top of Gareth. They are preparing for a while. One of them laid an egg. Okay, Fox, what are you? You are a goblin. Are all of you guys goblins? I guess we could have like a little goblin thrall. We have a half-orc and a sun elf and a furbolg. And I guess we have an egg now. I need to make sure that we are not cooking fertilized eggs, so let me just like double check that. Animal products, not silkworms either. We want to make silk out of that. Fertilized eggs, okay. What about humanoid eggs? No humanoid eggs. Okay, that is excellent. Guess we'll build one of these. I'm gonna copy the settings from this and paste it to here, and then we're gonna change the settings to this to be humanoid eggs. Guess we have adopted a child into the colony. This will be our first raid without Reyna. Oh, Gareth got hit. Okay, go ahead and head home. You're gonna be fine. We'll wait for them to come to us. It's also our first raid with like ranged attackers, I guess. Where are we going to want to post up? Maybe here. That gives us cover, but they might start setting stuff on fire. Okay, well, let's get folks into position, our non-injured folks. Gareth, are you fine? I guess you're fine. We'll have you come as well. Corvin, you can do a coagulate on him. And Reyna's just resting for 1.3 days. I think after this raid, we'll have Corvin go ahead and start his death rest and just hope we don't get like a second raid in the day that they're overlapping. No, we can wait a day. We don't have to be impatient. Okay. Oh, I didn't have you popping down this way, did I? Let's have you jump in. And let's have you pop in right there. And what do we want to do? Maybe we sneak into this building? Gareth, you can fire at will again. Okay, so Corvin, you're right there. Everyone else hiding behind something for cover, please. Oh, Corvin, you did not. you didn't do anything. Let's get Gareth back here. And let's see if you guys can bait someone else over. Okay, we got a hit on purple. I guess we'll just go ahead and speed things up and see if they come at us in this building. Why don't you head that way? Oh, they are going for our base. We got Braga. Okay. Okay, Corvin, why don't you search and destroy, and then we'll have these guys pop out as well. Okay, not bad. Orders, let's unforbid the things. Just one survivor. Braga, how are you doing? You are weak melee damage, low sleep, so you're working a lot. And you'll live for a really long time. Bio. Nervous, brown thumb, bad at plants. Good at shooting and melee. I guess we'll pick you up. Why don't you go ahead and coagulate this guy and then capture him. If anything, we can just bring him back as a blood bag. You did bring a bunch of heal root with you, which is nice. Well, we've got Braga here. We're going to convert him. We've set him to be a blood bag. Have we converted all these folks? Yes, we have. And we've gotten points for some of that? Yes. One thing that we can do is we can toggle on another ritual. We also brought in the egg. If we take a look at it, it is 14 days until it hatches. And Reyna, you are up in 22 hours. We're getting a message that Corvin needs death rest. What we'll do is as soon as Reyna wakes up, we're going to perform a ritual that I almost forgot about. We have the siring. A speaker speaks for a while, then the adoptee lays on the altar and is officially adopted by the parent. We're going to have anyone that creates a vampire is going to also sire them, become their legit family. So Reyna's going to adopt Corvin and Alarak into her family. And should Alarak adopt or sire someone, or Corvin, we would do the same for them. Corvin, why don't you go ahead and take care of this vulture? I know that you're probably moving. Oh no, Ellen. Oh, Ellen, let's go. Allison, come help. Okay, Ellen. Okay, you're fine. Volcanic ash, we're having some weather. What does the volcanic ash debuff do? Breathing, minus 10%. So that probably affects moving as well. Volcanic ash. Yeah. Okay, why don't you go ahead and coagulate Ellen, and then we will let her go. We do have like a nice little stockpile of hemogen. We're also just like straight up feeding on these guys as well. So not too worried about using our powers right now. Okay, we just had a ritual and someone wants to join us. We'll accept it. We'll take a look. It is a child. How old are you? 6. So you do have a few growth moments left in you. Baseliner. We're going to restrict you to the home area. And then I guess we do have some open beds. We can make you a little school area. Blackboard. Bone blackboard. We can build death rest coffins as well now. We are very low on wood.